All right, welcome back, sports fans, to the DLCKSP channel. This is going to be season 1, episode 1. I hope everybody liked the introduction from last week. I hope it got all you subscribing. What? Everybody give me a clap. Anyhow, we're in the assembly plant, the horizontal assembly plant. As you understand, you KSP players, this is where you spend 90% of your time. Okay? This is where you be, Craig. You got a lot of work to do here. Now, if you can see, I'm sitting here trying to put a container in here. And that's the container is where I can put other tools inside of these containers. Now, if you remember from my Gigantor long-range space shuttle, that's what I'm thinking about. But this thing attaches to that. It's going to attach right to the belly. Tune in for episode 2, where you're going to see this bad boy attached to the belly of the bad mother that we built last time. So, anywho's, right now I'm trying to see if this the right container. Is this the right container? I don't think so. But, I got to make sure it can land on planets and drill some ore and do a little of its self-servitude. This is going to be my speeder. It's used for re-entry. I'm not sure which planet I'm gonna use it for. Okay, I'm Duna, Eve. I don't know. I haven't decided which one I'm gonna use it for because I believe Eve is a little bit thicker of an atmosphere, so I can get up to speed and I can slowly speed up, and then hopefully bounce out. But the gravity of all that water will pull me back in. I don't think I have enough fuel to do it. Where if I use this shuttle on somewhere like Dunas, I can really get up to speed very fast and quickly, and I can pop out into outer space and hopefully find some good engines to use with that. It looks like here I'm still trying to get all these things attached here. I need to get it to be able to create its own obviously transfer ore into field. I got too many here. There's some of these quick buttons, guys. You just gotta learn them and use them, abuse them. That's what they're there for. Let's see here. I got so many tools here. Let's see. Now I'm trying to get this thing to attach. Sometimes just changing the angle does the key. Now, I can't get it to attach node right there. I'm pretty sure some of you gurus over there know how to change the attach node. And what I do is I just go ahead and put it on a tool piece and then attach it to that node and then move it along the way I think best fits and makes it look classy, okay? Because it's all about style, okay? When I shut the doors, gotta look good. Gotta look good, okay? So that's my KSP. And like I said, I do my live shooting at home. So you might hear kids' wife talking to me. Hey, I will try to blank them out, but I can't stop them from talking. Wish I could, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta stay married, you know what I'm saying? And, well, being a dad is being a dad. Can't put tape on the kid's mouth all the time, even though you might want to. Anyhow, let's see here. Now, I have some dark drive engines. I love these dark drive engines. Now, they don't give you a whole lot of thrust to weight ratio. They don't give you that weight times mass equals velocity type thing. Let's talk about calculations, math, nerd alert. Anyhow, it doesn't really give you that instantaneous, like, get up and go. It takes a long time for these things to get to going. But when they keep to going, they go for a very long time. So you can use them for a very long while. But you know what? They're not always feasible. And this aircraft is not made to go for a long time, okay? It's going to attach to big mothership. And mothership is going to go for a very, very long time, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to find some quick engines that I put on there. Those engines are going to get me sped up, pop into the atmosphere. Now, I didn't like that front part. That front part was too geeky. Now, look at that one, huh? That one also allows atmospheric air to come through the spacecraft, and I could use them on my engines. So those two outer engines, I'm going to leave those there. Those take your intake air from the atmosphere. I'm not sure if there's oxygen I'm doing that, but let's just say they don't run off of oxygen. They're going to take whatever intake air they can get, and they're going to burn it. That's the problem, okay? So that's why I changed the front on that. And then I have my two space engines, if you want to. I'm going to use all four of them when I got to get going, because I'm going to need it to go. You know what I'm saying? You can see my thrust ratio in doing this is like a 2.96. That is not 100% confirmed because that's what the database says. I haven't sent a research pod there. There's so much real science left to do. There's so much left to do. Anyway, but as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and put a science module. That's what I call that little thing right there. That is my science module. I went ahead and took out the container. I don't need the container. I don't need to carry all these parts and tools. And I have reply ships, you know? If you run out of something, just reply it, you know, Shan. What happened? What was that movie? There was a movie where a guy got left on a planet, and they tried to resupply him, and that shuttle blew up in mid-space. I don't want to get any name YouTube trouble, so I'm not going to tell you what that movie's called, but guy was stuck on Mars. Hint, hint, hint. And this guy's been stuck on a lot of planets, so somebody's always rescuing this guy. I don't know. Probably the whole Born thing got old, so now he's playing Rescue Me. When I'm in your debt, rescue me. Anyway, let's move on. As you can see, I'm trying to put as much science in this pod as possible. The reason why is because I don't know what kind of science I'm going to get. But I know once I get to do this and I get that spacecraft on the ground, it's going to be science convention and I can get tons. I'm talking about thousands and thousands of science. And not only can I get 12 of thousands of science, I can go ahead and attach this to my mothership. I didn't show you on the mothership. I will show you my next episode, I promise. Okay, maybe episode 4. I haven't recorded that one yet. But episode 4, I will show you. I have a science pod on the big boy. Okay, it's in a place you would not believe it was. I understand I gave you a walk around, but I didn't show you everything. That's what gets you tuned in. Gotta show you a little bit to get you to subscribe, okay? And then I show you more. You keep hitting that like button. That's how we roll in Derek's KSP. Anyhow, now how you like this ship? I don't have a rudder, as you can see. I do not need what I call that yaw control. I think I have my wingtip, controls at a enough angle, just a hopefully enough angle where they can also work as pitch and yaw. So, the science has been tried before. We know about flat wings called like the B-2 bomber. What a pretty airplane. Anyway, B-2 bomber would not fly if it did not have computers. And anyone knows the B-2 bomber will tell you that. It only flies because it has computers. If not, there's no man in the world that can do as many controls as it takes just to get the thing off the ground. Right? Talk about the fly-by-wire. That's a lot of military airplanes now. They don't fly unless they have fly-by-wire, and the computers do most of the flying. And the reason why is because, people just can't do 1,000 inputs a second, to keep lateral and vertical and horizontal stability. Obviously, we all know what I do for a living, but anyway, let's move on. You can put that guess in the comment section, what I do for a living. But I try to make all my shuttles very efficient. As you can see, I went and put some, what are they called? Heat wickers, okay? Because I put what's it called? I put a nuclear reactor on this thing. The reason why is because I don't know when I'm going to get it back to the mothership. Okay, so that's really important that it has its own nuclear reactor, so it has to have a way to distribute heat from it. Also, as you can see in the back there, I have a couple of solar panels. Those are kind of like for emergencies. If I forget to turn on the reactor, I can launch. If I have people in my shuttle at any given time, I can launch those at any given time. If I run fully dead out of battery. Sometimes you can't start your nuclear reactor if you're completely dead, but you can always get a solar panel out if you're completely dead and there's someone inside the spacecraft. Now, if I change it over to robot style and I'm drone flying it and I run out of power, I am stuck like Chuck Norris. Now, I always try to put these thrusters on it. Now, there's two different types of thrusters, okay? So these, I consider they're a little bit more aerodynamic, and that's kind of like what my whole plan is. But these ones in particular, okay, I wanted to line with the body a little bit better, so that's why I'm adjusting them here. But I also want them to give me better thrust. So I use the liquid fill and oxidizer ones. I don't use the monopropellant. I like monopropellant. Monopropellant gives you really precise, lovable, intimate, enjoyable propellant, okay? When you want to move an inch, it would move you an inch. You want it to move a mile, it's gonna take a while, but it move you a mile. I went with the gas flame combustion option because, man, KSP, I got a lot of stuff to do in a little time, okay? Got a lot of stuff to do in a little time. So when I want to dock, I want to dock yesterday. I'm not a newbie. I want to dock. And then also, too, I don't have to carry monopropellant up in space. That stuff burns quick and you're out of it. Then you gotta like mine for it, change. You know, so exhausted. So exhausted. So, truly exhausted. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put this light post on here. I'm going to wrap this up with my season 1, episode 2 of the assembly of the little lander, the Lander 1, okay? Anyway, welcome to the Lander 1 episode. I'm going to show it docking in the next 2 episodes. I might show you some test flights. I don't think it was very pretty, if I remember. Anyway, stay tuned. Hit that like button because I'm funny and I'm here for you to enjoy the KSP world. Thank you for tuning in. See you on the flip side.